Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri's offense will get first crack at it today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not correct. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators have this offense rolling. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Under fire. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Rush is on him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bitonio. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. looking to fire. This one's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Gators will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Gators send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. He's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gator!
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run this play from the pistol. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to
makes the grab down the left side. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
Turning it on! Lost the defense is wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Ball's in the deep ball. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He lost one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he's
going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators are on the move. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pulls it in. It's Terrell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's
picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs for the tackle. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Dances away. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. Runs through a tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Spins away from the defense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Got his man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Missouri! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Powers through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
You've got a 3rd and manageable backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Bring in the heat. Right on the money. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll run it. And they lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were fit.
Gashing the knee on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. This is a gamble that could blow up in your face, going for it on 4th and long from their own 43. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's going to go down as time has run out. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here.